The following program comes to you from the Mustang Media Studios.
Today in the Junior Lounge, we're going to be talking about our best and worst bits of junior year, our senior capstone project that we're going to be doing next year, and what our plans are for our last year of high school. But first, a quick message from our sponsors.
Unleash your creativity at John Muir High School. Step into the spotlight with our Arts, Entertainment, and Media Academy, where innovation meets imagination. From filmmaking to video production to studio broadcasting and live event coverage, students get hands-on experience in the fast-paced world of media. Through Mustangs Media, our sports and event journalism program, students learn to tell powerful stories with the lens of a camera and the rhythm of a great edit. But it's more than just an artistic expression. Our academy builds real-world skills in critical thinking, collaboration, and creative problem solving. Discover your voice, develop your vision, turn your passion into purpose at John Muir's AEM Academy.
All right, first of all, before we get started, hey, I'm Flynn. That's Sam. Sorry, I gotta talk about something. I gotta get this off my chest. Please, can I talk about this real quick? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and talk about it. Okay, thank you. So, I need to rant about this. We have Chromebooks controlled by the district, and there's a lot of restrictions on them that I very much do not agree with and I think are stupid. Like, there's a lot of websites that are just like completely blocked for no reason. Like random websites for like sources and stuff that I'm trying to look for like a paper or something will just be randomly blocked. Or YouTube now is blocked, which is crazy because of how much information is on there and how many classes use that as like a resource. But today when we were setting all of this up, we have this Blue Yeti microphone here. This Blue Yeti microphone, right? And you can see we're using our phones to record this, right? Because the stupid Chromebooks, which we have to use to record the audio, the external like microphones and devices, USB things, whatever, are just banned for some reason. They just aren't allowed by the district. So we have to use phones, we have to sync all that up. We can't use the cool podcast mic. It just sucks. Sorry, you can go. Thanks. Actually, that serves as like a good segue into our first topic. So, struggles, like best and worst part of junior year. You can go first. I'd say my best bit of junior year was probably my PCC History of Rock course that I took, which was really fun. I really liked the teacher, was really interested in the content. Overall, I was genuinely excited to go to school the days where I had that class. But the worst bit is easily how much work we got. I mean, I swear there was more stress around that for me than my first 2 years combined. No, yeah, well, I 100% get you. The workload this year has been rough. I took more AP classes this year than any other year, as pretty much we're told we're supposed to do for our junior year, because that's the year that colleges are going to be looking at and all that. But for me, specifically, what stands out as the worst part of junior year, a specific period I had, like towards the end of the first semester in December, that I have an album on my phone of photos titled The Grind of 2024, which is just where I took a picture every day for like a week of myself, where I was like constantly like putting every hour outside of school into finishing up projects or studying for midterms and such. And you can visibly see my physical state deteriorating throughout the days in just like one selfie per day. It's pretty surreal, actually. But the best part of my junior year has got to be, despite all of the difficulties with having so much work, I'm also very proud of the work that I've done this year and like the projects I've made. I think that I pushed myself, definitely. At the beginning of the year, I made goals to do 100% in all assignments, not do the bare minimum. I'm proud of myself for sticking to that, and it really shows in some of my projects that I'm really very happy with, and I believe I did do everything I could with them, and very happy with the results. Yeah, like you put in more effort and just also had more work, but got good. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. All right, next we're going to be talking about our senior capstone project that we're going to be doing next year in film class. So this time I'll start. I'm going to be, at least I'm planning on doing a sort of documentary style short film around the topic of gender identity specifically, and how just like an overall lack of understanding and empathy really affects individuals with more complex gender identities, which is really important to me because I have a lot of friends who are deeply affected by all this. It really isn't all that complex or hard to understand. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it right now. I could rant for hours about this. How about you? What are you planning on doing? So, all right. I'm going to be doing like a narrative. I'm going to do a story. I really want to do something around like a murder mystery, or I like that. Something of that nature. Like I've already got characters planned out. I've got the setting. I'm gonna do it with music. I haven't decided on the exact song yet, but I love syncing things up with the music. I do like all of I try to do as many things as I can in film in relation with music. All right, that actually sounds pretty sick. That's a really good idea. I could talk about this for a while. Have you read the Weston game? Anyways, next we do have to sort of get to our last main topic here. With a year away from us graduating from high school, what do we plan to do for the rest of that year, the last year of high school, our senior year? I can go first. Actually, can I start? Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. You go. So this next year, I'm not going to do that thing that I'm not planning on doing, that thing that most seniors do, where they just very much sort of fall off after like putting everything into junior year. Now, don't get me wrong, I did put everything into junior year, but I can't like allow myself to stop in senior year. I just feel like if I do all that could be for nothing. I'm going to get more involved. I want to do more clubs. I want to volunteer more at the Pasadena Humane Society, which I've been doing. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna kind of interrupt you. I very much agree with all. Do you mind if
No, go ahead.
Because you're pretty much saying everything that I would. Like you, I also plan on being even more active in my senior year than in my junior year. Zero signs of senioritis. I'm trying my best not to catch that. I'm also going to take more PCC classes. I'm going to hopefully get it up so that I'm like around like over 20 credits going into college. Just think that will be very useful in terms of saving money and time, but also I just really kind of enjoy a lot of the PCC classes and just the way they're taught and their subjects. I'm also going to be more involved, sort of like developing my own like personal hobbies. Like, I'm actually sort of on the side learning another language. I'm trying to learn at least a little bit of Finnish. I've always been a little bit interested in Finland. It's just kind of funny. It stems from like a joke with my name being Flynn, and Flinland I made like a comic or something about it ages ago. I've just always sort of had that in the back of my mind, and recently I've decided to look more into that, and I'm learning more about it, and that's really fun. I'm planning to like sort of expound on that this upcoming year.
Do you need to come up with a 30-second sponsor segment, but you have no clue what to do it on? Is it 3 a.m. for you, and it's 4 hours past the due date of your project? Well, then I've got the product for you. Introducing QuickTime Player. Simply open it, navigate up to the File tab, hit New Audio Recording, and just yap. It's that easy.
Alright, real quick before we wrap up though, do you have anything you just want to talk about? Any like recent events? Can I talk about it? Yeah. Recently actually was my birthday, like literally yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday. I didn't know that.
This. Just very low-key and underwhelming, because having to focus most of my time and energy on finishing projects or studying for finals.
For me, recently, my sort of big event was I actually went with my dad to see Bob Dylan live down at the Hollywood Bowl, which was it was really fun. I've heard that Bob Dylan can be sort of like, at least my dad told me that at live shows, Bob Dylan these days can sort of be hit or miss, but the show was great. He was great. He covered All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix, which was awesome. Well, that actually is a good stopping place, because unfortunately I'm afraid that we are about out of time. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Junior Lounge. Hopefully we'll see you next year.